9.5, 9.6, 9.6. Round of applause.
So, closing out our open mic tonight, we have Cole Rivers.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing? Okay. Guess I can't do that. So I'm so appreciative that there's so many young people out here reading. I read along the Hudson River, and usually there's a lot of older people. I don't want to say old people, but older people reading. Not that I have a problem with it because I'm older too, but sometimes it gets to be a little overwhelming. So to see so many young people out here reading and sharing their life is really inspirational for me. Also, as a kind of shameless plug, I also host open mics in Peekskill at Kurt's All Coffee. I'll leave some flyers if you guys ever want to come down on Friday. We do open mics. So, with that said, I'm going to read 2 poems, and hopefully they're going to be very quick. I don't know how I went from being a spoken word poet to a screen poet. I don't know where that happened, but it happened. This is called Learning to Fly. Once, I was raped, buried within myself, hungry, humble, waiting for cage birds to fly from the bowels of my spirit, cradle what was left of me in the beauty of the horizon, make my flesh and body over again, until my smile was warm as the sun, palms soft as petals of lilac, ready to be a human and not afraid of touches, stares, and numbers, counting the scars and bruises left behind on my soul and consciousness. How many were there? How long will I run? Run until my Fisher-Price nightmares stop haunting me. Flashcards and flashbacks of erections, ejaculations, and laughter mocking the sounds that overlap my lungs, purging the regressions of my strength from my limbs to expand my breath, to breathe, panting, open, beating, to scream, so I bled, living my life in a pool of blood, hemorrhaging from my heart and mouth, left to die unconsciously until I saw voices that reappeared like rainbows wrapped around my ankles and feet, grounding me, embracing my spirit in sage and rhythms, moving my soul to soar like incarcerated sparrows that may never fly and live like clouds that dance, like thunder with water beneath their feet, gathering color in the room of their wings. These are the songs I no longer have to wait to sing. I feel and listen, I'm birthing them. I name them my children, Buddhist lullabies, mantras of flight. This is what flying high it really feels like, but you have no idea if you exist to crawl. But when you run with shackles on, you're bound to fall. But like autumn leaves that bloom in spring, once in my youth I was raped and now I sing. So for those who don't know me, I am a Buddhist. And because I am a Buddhist, the chain of events that have been happening politically, have been kind of weighing on my consciousness a little bit. So I was asked to write a poem about that. And so I wrote a poem called Never Disparaging, which is a Buddha that basically gave his life, no matter what, to really encourage people, regardless of how they treated him. And this poem was in dedication to that. So the first part of the poem is in words of a, political leader, and the second part is in the words of a Buddhist. To my dear friends, let us make America great again by building walls that barricade our hearts, expending our arms to ignite fire from our tongues, close our eyes from the spectrum of beauty that is our flesh, pretend that we don't exist, and this fertile land is intended just for the liberty of Americans. Let us do as we please. With raging flames from our bellies, Bibles latched to our belts, let us stand with the firm conviction that we are many and not one. To my dear friends, we are many. A great revolution of unity, embracing of all races, genders, and creeds. Let us build a foundation of hope amid our sufferings, extend our heart to reach our tongues, breathing compassion into the nows of our environment. Let us envision ourselves in the reflection of our neighbors. Let our behaviors be evident of our conviction, courageously taking action determined by faith-based decisions. Let us understand that we are human. Let us understand that we are human, and that we are greater than Stonehenge walls labored from ignorance. Let us transform the disunified bowels of our past and transcend the present day of our land for the expanding youth of our children so that they may soar beyond the callous fruit that we bear. Let us face our fears, metamorphosizing our hate into dialogue and our words into unity, acknowledging our communities to be more than just a place where we live, but secure pillars for our lives. Let our country not just be great, but our hearts be a roaring river continuously flowing into the great sea of diversity. Thank you.